Good afternoon, everyone. I am here with the August paper pumpkin. I was out for a lovely lunch this morning with, this morning at lunchtime, with my sister and my cousin Laura, who's here visiting from Edmonton. And while I was out, Laura actually got her door camera reporting that her paper pumpkin was being delivered. So I was pretty excited because I was sure that meant that mine was being delivered as well. And sure enough, when we got home, I had 4 of these boxes sitting on my doorstep. Some of you might be thinking, wow, 4, what's she doing? Fall is my absolute favorite time of year, and the colors in this kit that they advertised, I just can't get enough of. I just adore it. And the idea of the gift bags, I was so excited. Good afternoon, Val. So here we go, and we start with a piece of paper. This is actually advertising the September paper pumpkin. You can order this from August 11th till September 10th, my birthday, and then in September, around the 15th, you will receive this awesome paper pumpkin in the purple box, and it is, I think they said 20 treat boxes. And it comes in the special edition purple box, so super cool. I'm guessing it's going to be coffins or something of the sort. Bon appetit. Pretty cool. So if you have friends who like to give out, or children who like to give out Halloween gifts to their friends, if you like to be that cool lady who gives out the packaged Halloween treats, or if you're a classroom teacher or have lots of grandkids, or just that lady at the dentist's office who loves to treat the kids, these are going to be some great little treat boxes to put some Halloween stuff into. So super excited about getting that. And then on the back, oh, I love it, they actually have some card samples that we're going to be able to make using the add-on kit and what comes in our paper pumpkin this month. So I'm going to definitely hold on to that with some card ideas. And take a look at the stamp set. Oh, it's gorgeous. So it's those beautiful leaves. Thankful for friends like you. Oh, enjoy, happy Thanksgiving, and grateful for family like you. So really covers all the bases there with that stamp set. I always love the paper pumpkin stamp sets. And then a little Mary Merlot stamp set, or stamp pad. That's awesome. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, put that to the side. So here we have our pack cut out too badly there. All right, so it's these cute little gift bags and the tags to go with it. I'm super excited about this. Oh, all right. We've got some gold sequins in here and some fun. Oh, wow. So if you've been watching my videos, you've been seeing me play a lot lately with the Mango Melody, I think it's called. Yeah, Mango Melody. And it looks like we have some amazing ribbon in here in that Mango Melody color. All right, I did not cut that well enough. Here we go. So open that up a little bit more. These are so cute. Oh my goodness. So some dimensionals as always. Ooh, and it feels like these might actually be our regular Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. They're not the normal ones that come in the paper pumpkin. So I'm really happy about that they've kind of upped the quality on those and come back to Stampin' Up! Standards, because I was not happy with some of the ones that they were using. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little bags. They're actually a fairly decent size here. So for kind of an example, I've got this roll of ribbon. So a roll of ribbon fits in there really quite nicely. Lots of room to spare. And actually even probably the dimensional packet's a better idea for you. So a dimensional packet, even in the packaging, if you were to buy a 3-pack, would fit inside here. So that's quite nice. And then just a little bit bigger than a package of dimensionals and quite wide. So that's great. Really nice size. All right, let's set those to the side for now. We're just decorating those. We don't need them right off the bat. All right, so we've got some white tags here. What else? Oh, there's some lovely vellum as we go down. So here we go. Comes with some mini glue dots as well. My favorite way to get the glue dots. Much prefer them on the sheets as opposed to in the rolls. these beautiful wreaths, and they punch out. So 2 sets of those. Oh, now this has got to be my absolute favorite though. These banners with the rainbow leaves on there. Wow, that is gorgeous. All right. And, oh, very cool. These are little leaves, but they are punched out of patterned paper. So, and then the other side's just white. So that is great. Those are cute too. Wow. Some stitched Mary Merlot circles, some tags, and these are punched out. And this is what I spotted right away in the very first advertisement, is these gorgeous vellum accents. So this is printed vellum with the leaves and the bunches of leaves. Gorgeous. And it looks like we've got lots of those. Some more leaf cutouts, but with the striped pattern this time. And then some daintier craft leaves. Awesome. So I am the type of person who follows those instructions. So what did I do with them? There we go. I left them part of the packaging. That was silly. Okay. So I'm going to pull this out, and it looks like there's 2 different types of tags to make to attach to our little bags. And we do get to do a little bit of stamping on one of these tags. So I think that's where we'll start. So grab one of those white banners. And now you actually get 6 of them. Interesting. So you can kind of play around with it, I guess, and do what you'd like. You're going to end up with more tags than you have bags, which I guess is really nice because that means you're going to end up with extra pieces for creating the cards. So that works out quite well. So step 1 they're showing is using that Mary Merlot ink and that beautiful leaf stamp that we got. So I'm going to pull that out of here and put that onto a block. So while I'm working on this, just for those of you watching, hope you're all having a great day. I am loving these summer days, especially now that although it's warm out, it's not stifling outside anymore. You can actually get out for a walk and not be too overheated. All right, so that stamps really nicely. I think I've said this before, but anytime I get a new stamp, especially these photopolymer ones, I do like to do it kind of like a test stamp. I find that they have like a little bit of a residue or something on it that don't allow the ink to fully adhere. So there we go. We're just going to stamp that straight onto our tag. And then it looks like we're just kind of layering this up now. So I'll put in my Mary Merlot. And put that to the sides. All right, so next layer were these wreaths that we saw. Just gorgeous. So I love how easily these pop out as well. Just so effortless. And then we're going to want, let's see, one of these tags. And we're going to stamp our sentiment onto this. And then we're going to attach one of these leaves. There we go. So this paper pumpkin, I think is probably the one I've anticipated arriving the most out of all of the paper pumpkins so far that I've received, just because of this color palette. The reds and the turquoises with the yellow, this absolutely appeals to me. I love that I'm pretty sure this is Mango Melody. I'll just double check. Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Crumb Cake. Oh, it's Crushed Curry, not the Mango Melody. Well, it is gorgeous. And this ribbon definitely looks more mango than Crushed Curry to me. Then the Mary Merlot, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, and Soft Suede. So just absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And let's see. Looks like we're just going to use a little bit of sequins, and that is it for this one. Okay, so let's grab a sentiment, and I think I'm going to do Thankful for Friends Like You, although I, am thankful for my family as well. I actually have some friends coming over this weekend, and Friday night I'm actually heading to my friend Candace's for a girls' night, and so I'll be able to take her a little something in this bag and give it to her with this lovely card. All right. So again, I'm just going to stamp that just to make sure. There we go. Oh, that's a nice crisp image. I like that. All right, pop that on there. Excellent. Okay. Oh, this is still, there we go. All right, set that to the side. So then I'm just going to double check in the instructions. Oh, I did miss a piece. There is a little bit of vellum on this card as well. All right, so then they're saying to adhere the round tag using adhesive dots, so that's the mini glue dots, and to just put that straight on here. Now, it doesn't have any little holes or anything, so when you put this on, you're going to want to make sure you put it low enough that you don't cover up the hole at the top of the tag, and that you stamp this low enough that you can actually see what's going on there. So I am actually, am I going to use glue dots? No, I'm actually going to use snail to do this. And I'm going to kind of just guesstimate where I need my snail. There you have it. All right. If you use the glue dots, then you're kind of more guaranteed to not get adhesive where you don't want it, but I figured I could handle that. All right, so now for this card, we've got our twine. I love this linen thread. And they're just making a suggestion of doing like a little, few times wrap around your hand, snip that end, and then this is where I will grab my glue dots because I find that they work a little bit better. Here we go. So I am going to actually give this a twist. Actually, you know what? For this one, maybe I won't actually. Okay, I'm just going to glue dots on this one. One on this side to kind of grab all those. And one on the other side of my circle to grab all those. All right, now with my glue dots on here, let's take a look at where they suggested placing them. Okay, and they suggested kind of like an up, down, all around kind of circle-y thing. And this is going to get where the adhesive is, it's actually going to get hidden by the tag that we stamped that we're going to put on there. So now before I adhere that tag, I'm actually just going to spread these out a little bit, get them going in the direction I want them going in. So we want just kind of like a loose twine layer there. And now I've got that piece that I'm going to be able to attach to that. But I think before I do that, we're going to add on a few more pieces. All right. So I'm going to use some glue dots for these as well. So just near the edge of this one. So this isn't attached yet. So I'm just going to kind of go, okay, that's where I want it. I'm going to grab one of these as well. Layer that right over top. Okay. So with all this craft stuff, it's actually quite subtle. And then I'm just going to grab a vellum piece that I didn't grab before. So if we're only using one of these per card, which it looks like that's all they're recommending, we are going to be left over with a ton of these because we're only making 3 of these tags. There's actually 7 per sheet and there's 2 sheets. So you're going to have lots of these vellum embellishments left over for making cards if you grab that add-on kit, which I did. All right, and I'm going to use a glue dot to adhere that as well. So this is why they've given you such a nice big sheet of glue dots. I'm actually just trying to use up my rolls. All right, so that's attached like that. Now I'm going to grab some dimensionals, which they gave us some, but I've got one already started. And just 2 dimensionals on there should be fine. Throw those scraps. I've got a little bin here that I keep all my the backings and stuff in. All right, pop that one down on there. And now the last detail to this card is to actually grab some sequins. And yeah, we've got two different sizes. We've got some larger and some smaller sequins. And I'm just going to put a few on here. I do try to stick to odd numbers when I'm doing this, so 3 or 5. For this one, 3 will probably do. It's not a very large tag. If I can figure out how they sealed this. Oh my goodness. Ah, there we go. On the edge. All right. So I love the self-adhesive sequins. I just find them so handy. Now, if you do happen to peel it off and don't take the whole sticky backing with you, I find you can just set them back down and re-adhere it and then peel it off again. Or you can use that little spatula tool, the take your pick tool, and it's really handy as well for pulling these off. All right, and grab one of these larger ones. There we go. And oops, pop that on there. And there is our first tag completed. And so now we're going to actually attach this to our bag using that, I keep wanting to call it the Melon Mambo ribbon, but it's not. It's the crushed curry ribbon. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this flat while I do this part. So let's grab this ribbon. Come on. And this is almost like the seam tape. Like it's a very thin ribbon. It's going to actually tie up quite nicely. So you can see it's like very, very thin. And so to put this through, I'm actually just going to like kind of fold it over and make a point on it. And put that right through there. And then just taking one of the handles of my bag, I'm going to put it through. I'm going to try and center that over that hole. And then I'm actually going to try tying a bow. I find actually this binding tape or this seam tape is quite easy to work with and makes nice little bows. So I'm doing this all while it's still attached. So should probably have that over on my other side. That'll make things a bit easier. Okay. And now if you didn't want it sitting up quite so high on your bag, well, you could start by pushing it down. There we go, that'll help. But you could also just give yourself a little more leeway, tie a knot and like a loose knot before you got in here and worked on making a bow. But I actually don't mind it sitting up a little bit higher like that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to grab my ribbon scissors and just trim the edges of that. And I'll trim up that edge. There we go. So I have one absolutely gorgeous little gift bag and tag. So these are great because you can use like literally any bag. If you don't want to buy that add-on and make cards with these bits, you can just make a whole bunch of extra tags and either put them on a card front of your own making, or go to the dollar store, grab a couple more bags. These are adorable, and the tags themselves are large enough that you could totally put this on even a slightly larger bag and it would work out just fine. So that is super cute. I am loving that. All right, now our other tag, this is my favorite. I absolutely adore this. Oh my goodness. We're going to use all the other bits. So let's come on through here and take a look at what we've got. So we have our Mary Merlot circle here, our stitched circle. We're going to need that. Set those to the side now. We're going to need one of these. I already pulled that out, and I already pulled out the one tag for that. So there we go. So one of these little leaves, that circle. We're going to need a tag here. Now, which one are they suggesting? Oh, interesting. They used the big tag on this one as well. So I'm not really sure what these little banners are for. Maybe if you wanted to use that one of the smaller sentiments. So there's the Happy Thanksgiving, which is actually pretty cute. But I'm going to go with the larger one and do another friend bag because I do have, oh, now that's smaller. That looks like it's more suited to the family one. Yeah, that actually is definitely smaller. So there are two sizes here. So I'm going to go with the slightly larger one because I'm doing the friend one and that stamp is quite big. And then let's see here. I got one of those, one of those, one of those. Oh, so they're actually showing that we're going to use two of those flowers, or not flowers, leaves, with the fun little pattern there. All right, come on, come on. There we go. Pull that off. And what else have we got going on here? So two of those, one of these leaves, and oh, and some more of the, yeah, we did get a lot of these, so a few more of these. It looks like I'm going to use two of these. All right, so lots of bits. So first things first with this one is we're going to attach this circle. Now this circle fits entirely on this tag. So for this one, I'm actually going to put my adhesive right onto the back of my circle because I know that none of it's going to be hanging off the edges. All right. So I did find this a little nerve-wracking making things live that I have never seen, never kind of looked at, but these, I must say, are actually really low-key in terms of stamping ability and like ability to tie bows and stick things on and stuff. Sometimes I get a little bit worried with the paper pumpkins because I'm, you know, not good at some aspect of them, and doing it live on a Facebook is a bit nerve-wracking, but these are actually pretty smooth and simple. I really like this. So now we're going to take our linen thread, that's what it is. Again, I'm going to take like a little bit of a tail because I want enough to be able to tie a bow here on the side. And I'm going to wrap this around like 3 times and then cut it so I have yet again another little tail. And I'm going to tie a knot off to the side though. Oh, see, now I spoke too soon about this being easy. Now that tying the knot's hard for me. There we go. Now, I like to, when I tie these knots, I like to actually kind of gather this under all of the threads so that when I tie it, it binds them together in one spot and brings them all together instead of kind of having a loose one. So with just that first wrap around, it's not even a true knot yet. But this linen thread ties quite tightly. Now I'm going to go into doing my bunny ears and making a bow. And normally I'd be worried about it sitting flat, but in this case I actually want it to kind of twist sideways so that when I put all my other stuff on here, my bow is still visible off to the side. So the fact that it's twisting sideways is perfect for this card. Excellent. So that's on there and slightly off to the side. Now, you've got 2 ways to do this next step. You can either attach everything to the back of your sentiment, or you can attach everything to this circle kind of hidden behind where this sentiment's going to go. And that's actually what I think I'm going to do, is attach everything to here and then having it stick out the sides. So we're going to grab our glue dots again. It's our best friend when we're attaching these finicky little things. Oops. The glue dot stayed behind. There we go. Pull that one off. And here we can get a little messy, have these things kind of falling off the side of the tag. We just want to make sure to keep that circle where we're going to tie a ribbon through open and available. Okay. So do that. Now down at the bottom, we're going to put down another one of these. Now, I am going to just double check. Okay, so they all, one side is white, one side is craft. So if you want the craft side showing, you don't really have a choice of which direction these leaves are twisting and turning. All right, do that. Put down one of these gorgeous vellum leaves. These are so pretty. Oh my goodness. And one of these. All right, here we go. Oh, it sounds like somebody's home. So just in time, because I'm just about finished making this card, and go up and say hi. Hello. Hello. Just doing a paper pumpkin video. All right, so I'm going to put these dimensionals on the back, and I'm going to pop this over top of all of that. So all of the spots where I put adhesive is now hidden behind this tag. That's going to prevent it from sticking to anything and cover up those kind of messy little bits. Oh, I'm so glad, Janice. Did you get your order as well? All right, so for this one, I am going to tie it on again with this ribbon. So I'm going to pop this through here again. Oh, come on. And grab a bag. And there we go. Grab one of those. Oh, I've got my ribbon a little bit twisted. I'm going to untwist that before I start tying. Excellent. And so now I talked about on the other one how you could kind of give yourself a little leeway and not tie your bow right away. So I might actually do that on this one. I'm going to actually cut this ribbon off. Oh wow, so you didn't get your order, but your paper pumpkin's here. All right, well, hopefully it arrives today. I know what a pain it can be sitting around waiting since you've got that secure building, but hopefully it arrives today so that tomorrow you can get on with things. So what I've actually done is I cut a bunch of this and I pulled it out, and now I've wrapped them together to create one singular point so I can pull two sides of this together. I made a big hole here that my hand can fit through. I'm going to grab those two ends and pull it around. And what that's going to do is create like a tag topper kind of thing. And now I'm going to take these and wrap them around. And I'm going to wrap them around twice before I tie my bow. So this will be just a little bit looser, hang a little bit lower, and this bow won't be quite like covering up the tag, because I really love this tag. I don't want to cover up any of it. All right, and I'm going to keep this bow quite a bit bigger and a little bit freer there. And now I'll just trim the ends, because after having put them through that tiny hole, the ends get just a tiny bit frayed. All right, so with that trimmed, we have our second gift tag. So where did I put the first one? There we go. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it's by the end of the day, Janice. So there you have it. There are the two tags that come with your paper pumpkin kit with these adorable little bags. So 6 bags in a box. I did grab quite a few of them because this is a big birthday month for me and a big social month and back to school and everything. Plus the add-on card kit that you can get. So you don't order this with your paper pumpkin. The add-on cards are just absolutely gorgeous. The fancy envelopes and then the 2 different card bases. And you do get just so many extra pieces in your paper pumpkin that you're just completely set for creating these. So I do have 2 extra paper pumpkins and some extra add-on kits if any of you didn't order this and are interested. And like I said, if you're also stumped about what to do with the cards, this comes with some sample ideas of what to do with the cards. So I'm out of time for today. Well, for now. I might come back on later tonight or tomorrow to show you some of the cards that I've created with this add-on kit and my paper pumpkin. But right now I'm going to go say hi to my family who's arrived, and somebody else is at my door as well. So I'll hopefully see you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the little project today. Bye-bye.